Hello, this is my quinoa field. This is one of the quinoa plants. It is July 25th, 2014. I forget when I planted these. I got it written down somewhere. Sometime in May. These should be ready to harvest in about a month or so. This is the field. There's a lot of weeds in it. When they were first sprouting, I was weeding pretty regularly, and we got a lot of, I think this is goosefoot growing in here, which kind of looks like quinoa now. You can pretty much tell the difference now, but when they first sprout, they look identical. So I was thinking I was gonna have a freaking awesome field. I think it's still okay, and I don't know. I think about pulling out the goosefoot, but then I was reading up on it and found out that it's edible too, so I think I'm just taking a laissez-faire sort of methodology and letting it go, and come harvest time I'll have two different crops to grow right here. They're growing right together. It might make it difficult to harvest, but hey, life's not supposed to be easy. The quinoa is the ones that have the yellow leaves. From this angle it kind of all mixes together, but I planted in rows, so you can still kind of see the rows if you walk along this way. But this is about a 10 yard by 10 yard little field. It's all seed that I had saved from last year. I had gotten a little packet of seeds from was it bountifulharvest.com online. Seems like a pretty good place. Got a couple other things from them too, but yeah, and I had never heard of quinoa until a friend of mine, Alexis, posted a little article from Huffington Post, which I think it's some good info on enemy tactics. Sorry you liberals, but hey. But yeah, they say articles talking about how quinoa is becoming more popular in, I guess you'd say, the West, or the US and Europe, and it really only grows in the Andes and in my yard, and maybe a couple other you grow it too. But it retails for like $5-6 a pound at the grocery store. And these South American farmers, this was their staple food crop, and since demand went up, they have to sell it, and I don't know, apparently they can't afford to eat it anymore. They sell it, so they wind up stuck on fast food or whatever. I don't know if they're getting rich on their quinoa or have to, I don't know if it's like a feudal state down there or what. I've never been down there. I'd like to go. But I figure if it can grow in the Andes, it can grow in Wisconsin. Why not? It's doing okay. This is all seed from 8 plants that I planted in pots when I lived in the city last year. And due to a long series of bad decisions, I had to get out of there and now live in a freaking trailer in the middle of the woods, which has its ups and downs. But yeah, I'm hoping this is all seed from 8 plants. Got was it 10 yard by 10 yard. An acre, I believe, is about 100 yards by about 50 yards. So I imagine an acre as roughly the size of a football field. The end zone's chopped off. So from this harvest, I'm hoping to get a few pounds and save maybe 1 or 2 pounds for planting for next year, and maybe convert that mess over there into all quinoa field next year. Maybe have enough left over to eat a couple, and maybe give a couple away and sell a few. Yeah, that's where the seed heads come from right there. Those started popping a couple of weeks ago. They're green still. They get kind of a reddish flowery not really a flower, but sort of a flower-ish dealy on them. And then when they're, you can tell when they're ready to harvest, you just kind of, these are nowhere near, but you wiggle it and put a piece of paper under there. If seeds start falling out, then you can harvest. I don't know exactly how I'm going to harvest this year. There's a lot more than I had last year. Last year I just clipped the seed heads with scissors and brought them inside and just kind of rubbed them together while I was watching a movie. Might have to get a bunch of movies or something to do it this year, because several hundred plants here. Yeah, I don't know, figure if I can just step it up every year as long as it keeps growing. Grow it over there next year. Following year, might have to rent some land, grow a couple acres worth, and slowly expand it. Become the first mass producer of quinoa in the U.S. Go retire, live on a boat. No, I wouldn't live on a boat. You get all claustrophobic and crap and seasick. That's about it.